Dan, you have been a patient person. Thank you, sir, for waiting.
No worries. Dan Emerson, Union Vice President, the Fire Department. So, just wanted to talk about the search committee. I would hope that you choose 2 different chiefs at this point to come in for this interview process. The 2 chiefs that were on the previous one, you're going to get the same candidates from the fire department reapplying. Both the candidates that applied before worked with both those people, continually work with one of them on a regular basis. He's in the town next door. So I think you need to widen those parties to come in and interview out. It's been 18 weeks since we've had a full-time chief. The captains are getting tired. The responsibilities are, as voluntold, basically. So we're doing basically the chief's job, besides payroll and what the administrative stuff that Chief Young is doing, but we're doing the rest of it. So we're hoping that this moves along a little quicker than the last session.
So what I'm understanding is you would like 2 different chiefs, not the same chiefs.
We've worked with those 2 fellows for 20 years.
Okay, so
I don't know what difference is. I personally walked in the interview and saw the 2 gentlemen interviewing me, and I'm like, I already shrugged my shoulders. I was uncomfortable with it.
So you worked with the 2 chiefs that were on the selection committee?
So I think you need to go outside the area to get your committee.
That's a good point. I think you bring up a very good point. Is you try to set a selection committee of neutral observers, and if you've had a working relationship with somebody, you're already tainted.
Yeah.
And you see that.
Yeah.
The length of time it's taken, I got to apologize. It's been one setback after another.
Oh, absolutely. We understand that. It's just it's hard. It's a big position to fill, and it's a lot of steps, a lot of in the process. We understand that. But it's been 18 weeks. The captains ran the assessment center to hire the 2 firefighters we just hired. So we're working hard to keep the ship steering in the right direction with the guidance of Chief Young. But we can't continually go in this way.
I've heard that. Thank you.
I agree completely.
So we appreciate the work you guys are doing, but
thank you for your work.
Thanks,
you for your
time. I appreciate it.
Can we
thanks.
ask Matt to?
Hey, listen, I can't.
Listen.
Well, I respect Dan. Great, Dan's been doing great. Everybody down there's been doing great, and like I said earlier, if people know chiefs that want to serve on a local screening committee, send the info our way. The challenge is going to be that almost no matter anybody that's living within a 30-mile radius, they all go to the same conferences. Everybody in the forest knows each other. So even the people that live out on the Cape know the guys that live out in the valley. So it's going to be very challenging to get any chief that doesn't know the people that work in Orange. Just one thing, going outside. Chief Young, you guys weren't here yet, most of you. Chief Young, when he quit and he got that job up in Londonderry, he advised the Board of Selectmen at that time to hire a consulting firm to conduct the search. And he was adamant on that. That's like $15,000 though, so we don't really have the money for it. But he was pretty adamant, and it I heard like a bit of an echo right there. Like, well, how do we bring in people that don't know the people that work in Orange or don't know the potential candidates that live within a short radius in Orange? That's always going to be a challenge. As far as if you folks definitely don't want Chief Stevens or Jack back on the screening committee, I mean, that's something I would need to know now, but I might not be able to get you a screening committee for July 1, you know, because it's going to limit our options.
When this gentleman was talking to us about that, he indicated that he had worked with these police chiefs,
Fire chiefs.
fire chiefs. Was I right? He actually worked with them, under them? They as the chief and him as a firefighter?
There's mutual aid. I mean, you've got, you're talking, you know, Dan's worked in other departments, different, I don't want to get into like personal stories,
right.
okay, but, you know, you got a big fire, okay? You got trucks coming in from other towns.
Mm-hmm.
So there's many times that these guys and girls are going to work together, you know, regardless of it's within the same department, if they worked in a different department together at one point in time. Chiefs move around, captains move around. So it's always going to be tough because these career firefighters, they stay in the field for their entire careers.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but this committee service is unpaid, right? They're not getting paid.
Yeah, it's all volunteer.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah, it's like
I mean, what concerns me is that, like you said, like in a 30-mile radius, people will know each other, right? Like, and would people be interested in serving whatever committee in the little town of Orange? They have to drive an hour away from their work at their home. You know what I mean? Like
even Rich Stevens.
Yeah,
you know, he drove an hour up here.
that's a big ask.
It's a huge ask.
Yeah.
It's a huge ask, and you know he's got stuff going on too. Not paid, committed to serious time volunteering for the town of Orange to help us try to find a chief, and. You know, had to do it on like a Saturday, so we all gave up a Saturday.
Yeah,
because you know people have regular weekday obligations, and so it's a lot.
So I mean,
have we considered using retired chiefs?
One of them was.
Yeah,
I think at the end of the day, I understand they're going to know each other. We're just, the people that we're asking to volunteer are volunteers. And we're asking them to be impartial. And I think that we're asking them to be good people and help us in this search. And I think because the group is so tightly knit, if there is a candidate who feels like they don't think they're going to get a fair interview, then maybe there needs to be a conversation during the screening process with that candidate, but I feel like there's no way that you're not going to know each other. There was a fire chief from Montague who now is down on the Cape. There's only 351 towns in the Commonwealth, so there's not a lot of jobs. So I think also I'm going to say that I respect the two men that did participate, and I think they're above board people, so I don't think that they would throw an interview because I don't know. I don't like talking about people like they're not going to do a good job because they happen to know people. That's my
The other thing we have to remember, they're 2 out of 5, so,
Yeah.
Yep. True.
and we want that knowledge,
Yeah.
right? And I mean, like, I get what he's saying to a degree, but at the same time, like, if there's an issue there that would make individuals uncomfortable hiring that person, that fire chief, we want to know that. Like, what is this person's character? What is this person's competence of the job? What is this person's reputation? What is their history? Like, that knowledge is valuable to us because we don't have that money to hire that consulting group to hire these chiefs. So we rely on that knowledge.
And then they're going to bring us the top
Because we don't want to go back
two
to
candidates, right? Is that
being
what
the
happened
s-
last
yeah.
time?
They only had 2 to put forward the last time.
Okay, so then they bring that, and then we decide, right?
We only had, the last screening committee only recommended 2 candidates.
Yeah.
Right, qualifications based,
Right.
and so
So then the
Yeah.
ultimate
I-
decision is this board?
That's
yeah.
Okay,
That's what we did tonight.
I would like to see
right.
3 to 5 candidates if
Right.
possible, but I know sometimes it's not possible. But
We wanted 3 to 5 the last time, and there were
Yeah.
only 2. There were only two that were qualified enough to be able to come in front of us. We could have thrown they could have thrown a third one in there, but it would have been a waste of time. So I think there's that.
We felt the screening committee felt very strongly that those were the two
Yeah.
top out of that group. If the board, and the board didn't push it at the time, like, hey, we want 3 to 5, right? That wasn't pushed. And so, if it was, we could have said, well, we'll give you, if you wanted 7 candidates, we can give you 7 candidates if we can get them at all. But, you might be interviewing like some kid that just graduated high school because we're trying to get you 7
Right.
Is there anyone else that is out there in open time for the public?
Yes, we have Denise Andrews and then Amber Dupel. Those are